Yo, what's up, YouTube? YouTube, what's up, what's up? What up, YouTube? Quick little conversation, real fast. You know how we do on my platform, you dig? Your boy Jersey Rich is on for a quick second at that, you dig? See, I'm gonna tap in with your boy for a quick second. Shit, I ain't gonna be live that long. I ain't gonna be live that long, YouTube. Kinda little brick out here. It's a little cold where I'm at, so I am definitely not gonna be outside too long. Definitely trying to touch base with the YouTube fan for a quick second though. What's up with everybody? Hopefully everybody having a good day or blessed day at day. Everybody hit that like button, that share button, so you know when I am live next time. Like I said, this is gonna be a quick live. I cannot hear my playback, so excuse me if my playback sounds a little fucked up. Hey Dolly, how you doing? Hopefully you having a blessed one, Dolly. I'm actually about to go out the wind. It's real windy where I'm at. It's actually cold in Florida today. It's real chilly today, y'all. Like I said, it's gonna be a quick live. I just want to get into these. Hey, pretty girl, Rain. I've been waiting for all my main people to come up in the room. Hopefully, everybody having a blessed day. Trying to walk to get out the wind because I know it's windy. Let me know how my audio sound. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get up out this wind for a little bit. Everybody hit that like button, that share button. I'm out here, y'all. Out here, motherfucking rain. Oh, you got your tree set up, Dolly? Say that. That's what I need to do. Probably the next week or so. Put a tree up. The only thing about putting the tree up is when it's time to take it down. I don't mind putting it up, but something about taking it down. Hey, just be sitting up there for months until after the damn holidays is over. And you like, damn, I gotta take this shit right down now. So let me go a little bit over here where it's a little bit better, YouTube fans. A little bit out the wind. Yeah, I'm out the wind now, fam. What's up with it though? A little windy, but hear you mostly. Okay. Yeah, I'm out the wind now, y'all. It's real windy out here today where I'm at, so try my best to stay out the wind a little bit. Hopefully everybody having a blessing out there. Josh, salute. Yeah, man, like the title of this shit. See, now I got an echo. I'm gonna have to go out here. A little out the window, but still outside. Yeah, man, I did this shit. Somebody Williams, how you doing, Queen? Yeah, I got this post up because of, everybody has seen what T.I.'s son, had been pulling on him and his mom. And, T.I.'s son has been, T.I.'s son, his youngest son, he's been a troublemaker his whole life. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's just in the kid's blood. It don't matter if you think the kid is born with a silver spoon or a gold spoon and all that extra shit. At the end of the day, T.I.'s son is gonna be who he is. You know what I mean? And he already put on the internet like he don't really care about that silver spoon type shit. He wants to be in the streets. That's his calling. He got a bad calling for his age. You know what I mean? But the thing I'm starting to, and I got boys myself. You dig it? This generation is just becoming out of control. This generation is becoming out of control. I'm keeping it up until February. Yeah, most people keep their tree up until February. True facts, Dolly. Yeah, but these kids is getting out of control. And the reason why the kids is getting out of control, and I got two boys that's going through it right now. I got a stepson that's 11, and I got my son, youngest son, that's going to be 5. And they're very influenced by what's on YouTube. And YouTube and social media is definitely taking over the kids' minds. And back then, and my generation, the people that's a lot older than me, even during my generation, social media didn't come out big until like my high school years. I graduated 2008. You know, like we had MySpace. You know what I mean? It wasn't that big like that yet. It's like after my high school years, about like what 2010, 11 is when like the internet really took off. You know what I mean? And now like this new generation that's coming up, their minds is fucked up when it comes to the social media shit. You know, if you notice one thing about social media now than it was like back then or before it was even invented. They don't even have programs that teaches kids anything like they used to. It's not the same as they used to where you could put on, Barney or Sesame Street. It's not the same. Everything is YouTube, and creators control what the kids see nowadays. So you definitely got to be careful what your kids is watching on YouTube because they definitely influence a lot by the wrong shit. They definitely influenced by the male salute. Adults can act like real kids. Facts. And that's another thing too. That a lot of these kids is influenced by their parents, and their parents haven't grown up. So that's why like a lot of these people are having kids so young. You haven't grown up, so you can't really teach your kid anything. Your kid's just an offspring of what he see you doing or what she see you doing. Kids just gonna copy and imitate what you doing. You know what I mean? A kid just gonna imitate what he sees his mommy and daddy doing. Whoever the kid is around, that's who the kid's gonna imitate. That's just how life goes. You dig what I'm saying? Everybody hit that like button, that share button. Get some more people up in this mud. Thomas, salute. They use mommy buying them everything. Yeah, the kids are spoiled. And I was just having that conversation at my house, where my boys being spoiled, and they think kids nowadays think they're entitled to everything without working. Like back in the day, you had to get a good report card to get something. Now kids like I don't care if I got D's. I better still get that PlayStation or I better get that Xbox. And you better get the fuck up out of here. Like who these kids think they is nowadays? Like I'm gonna have to do a part two of this because I'm gonna have to put some videos behind this. You know what I mean? I like to have a little visual behind some of this stuff. You know what I mean? But if you didn't see what T.I.'s son did, just look up T.I. and problems with his son. He basically almost got into a fight with his son. You know what I mean? Looked like he had to yoke his son up. His son getting out of control. And that's another thing too. These kids need to get their ass kicked. It need to go back to how it was back in the day when kids got their ass beat. You know what I mean? That's how you buckle up back in the day. You know what I mean? Get hit with shoes and shit. You know what I mean? Nowadays you can't do nothing to your kid because now the kid itself can press charges on you. So now the government gave the kid too much control. Now the kid is out of control now. That the government gave the kid too much control for pushing charges on your parent. Now we can't control the kids now. So this generation is doomed, and it's been doomed. But now I'm starting to see it more and more with the social media, how my kids act, how kids around my kids act, they friends and so forth. Like this generation is different, y'all. This generation is fucked. Low key, salute. This generation is messed up, y'all. On some real G stuff. This generation is tore up to the floor up. You know what I mean? And they don't know what direction they're going. That's why, like, all you see when it comes to music, everybody's just imitating what they did in the 90s. Everything's a remake. You know what I mean? Because they can't think of nothing else new to do. So they all they doing is using the same old songs and just twisting it up. That's the fuck is going on. Ain't nothing new out here. It ain't nothing new in this fucking world at all. A lot of this shit is our fault too. Why the kids is this way? Like I said, like it starts at home. You know what I mean? A lot of these kids, you can't even blame the kids. Sometimes you gotta blame the parents. You know what I mean? You can't just blame the kids. Like who's the kid learning from? What is the kid watching? You know what I mean? I'm starting to see little by little that this generation is getting out of control, just with the disrespect. You know what I mean? They think they're entitled to everything. Like it's too out of control. So let me know in the comments too if y'all got kids or you got nephews and shit like that. Like this generation is definitely different, man, with the laws that have changed throughout the years. So shit is getting hectic out here. But seeing the shit that Tiny and T.I. been going through with their son, and knowing that their son has a better life than half of probably his friends, a lot of kids, adults. Like he grew up with rich parents. What more can you ask for? You dig what I'm saying? Like you grew up with rich parents. You grew up probably in a nice ass house, a mansion. Your parents you didn't have to want for nothing, and you want to run the streets and act stupid. Like to me, that's a dumbass move. You know what I mean? So he must. I feel like he got some kind of trauma that happened to him that he ain't really talking about. That's why he acting out. Why is he the only son out of all of them, all the kids that Ti and Tiny got? Why is he the only one acting up? Like, what the fuck wrong with him? There's always that one batch, that wrong bad batch, and that little that youngest son they got. I mean, he actually not the youngest son. Excuse me, he's not the youngest son. I think they have like two younger sons other than him, if I'm not mistaken. I don't follow them like that. You know what I mean? But I fuck with T.I. Tiny, but I don't follow all their kids like that. But I believe they got two sons younger than the one that's basically a troublemaker. You know what I mean? But King, you know what I mean? King is the troublemaker out of all of them. You know what I mean? He always been, even T.I. said, I whooped his ass. It's only so much, how many whoopings can you give a kid? You know what I mean? I be doing the same shit with my 5-year-old son. He acts stupid in school. I pop him. We do the same shit. I'm like, bro, he not learning. So the way you hurt the kid, you take away shit. Fuck the popping, take away their PlayStation, take away their TV, take away certain clothes they like to wear. You know what I mean? Take away certain toys, take away certain things that different things they like to eat. You know what I mean? Snacks and shit like that. Take shit like that's gonna hurt the kids. Beatings don't do shit now. Beatings don't do nothing. The kids don't. But I swear, the kids be ready for you to hit them nowadays. It ain't how it was back in the day. I used to be scared as hell to get weapons from like my parents and grandparents. Kids got like we're real bold nowadays. Kids, this generation is real bold on some real shit. This generation is real bold out here. Yeah, they don't know nothing. People don't know the struggle at all. That's what I'm saying. Nothing new under the sun. You feel me? It's just that shit been bugging me lately when they come to kids. 'Cause I'm like, I've been going through it with my kids. And I'm starting to look at, it's the generations that we involved with. It's the generations that surround the kids. It's the social media that plays a part in what the kids is watching and their attitudes. Because a lot of these kids now, they feel like, they want for nothing. That they entitled to everything that you have without working for it. These kids don't want to work for anything in their life. They just want to hand it to them. So I'm starting to see that like the work drive with this generation is messed up on some real shit, and it's probably gonna get worse because we got the technology taking over. So the more technology take over, it's more shit that's gonna happen. Punishment versus beating are two different. So we don't know what kind of punishment really was used in my opinion. Yeah, we don't know. Well, Ti, when it comes to Ti and his son, he talk about like that part. Ti said he gave his son the whippings and he grounded him, and his son King, he still acted up. That didn't do anything. And I'm gonna do that too. Like I got a stepson, like beatings don't help, don't do nothing. Taking away stuff don't really help him. You know what I mean? Sometimes these kids need to go into one of them scare tactic shits. You feel me? One of them juvenile centers and shit. They need to get scared straight. They need to bring that shit back, like scared straight. Some of these kids need to get scared straight because a lot of them feel like nothing never gonna happen to them. They untouchable. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying the whole like me being a dad now after a few years, me being a father, and like really looking at this generation because I didn't look at this generation like that. Now I'm looking at this generation like they really need help. Like they killing each other out here. I was a juvenile officer for a minute. You know what I mean? Like kids getting killed. Just a lot of like this uncrazy shit that's been going on with this generation that we need to talk about too. So I'm definitely gonna do a part 2 to this and have some video clips and shit like that. But we're gonna get into some of these real manners that's going on. You know what I mean? Because this generation is supposed to be the next generation to take over shit. We want to have when I'm old, I want to have the right people that's guiding this country. You know what I mean? When we get old and people that's older than me are real old, and we need like the younger generation, people in their 20s and shit like that. We need them to do shit. You know what I mean? The way this generation is looking, when the people that's teenagers, when they get to their 20s, they gonna be fucked up. Their heads gonna be all right. Their heads gonna be not wrapped tight. All the nonsense and shit going on. I mean, I act out in certain ways. My daddy used a letter. Yeah, Dolly, they need to bring back that old school weapon stuff. And nowadays, look, chilly out here, making my lips cold. Nowadays, they took that weapons away. Not that they took it away, but they made it harder now. Like if you discipline your kid, now the parent is more scared about hurting their kid and getting in trouble. So the discipline part got taken away, kind of. So now, like that old school, like whips and everything people used to have, and how aggressive parents used to be. A lot of the parents have calmed down now. You know, we don't got that old school generation. You know what I mean? Like the grandparents generation. You know what I mean? Like that generation ain't around to like to push these kids. And you know, my generation, I'm in my 30s. Some of it might be my fault, our fault too. Like my generation, you know what I mean? We still young, and a lot of my generation still kind of out of control too. You know, but having kids and all that shit, they don't know how to teach the kids. Now the kids is running around crazy, but you know, with no guidance. These kids don't real got no real guidance. Like I said, kids just mimic what they see. Kids is gonna mimic what they see, y'all. That's it. You know what I mean? Like I'm on here, y'all, for a quick second. Like I said, like I like to just go live and talk about some real shit for a quick second. Just put the phone on and just start talking. I don't be know who in the chat. Sometimes I be talking to be zero people in the chat. That's fine with me. You feel me? That's it's quite okay. I'm just gonna be myself and be real. That's how you get this page, monetized. It's being yourself and being real. Ain't nothing else I'm gonna do about it. Right now we talking about these kids getting out of control and what we can do to stop these kids from getting out of control. You know what I mean? Like, as these kids, damn near want to fight their parents nowadays. Back in the day, you used to be scared as hell to even say anything bad to your mom. You know what I mean? Even just you yelling, you raising your voice at your parents could get your head knocked off. You just telling your mom what will get your head knocked off. You see what I'm saying? You can't say nothing nowadays. Bradley, salute. You can't say nothing. All a kid gotta do is run to his teacher or his counselor and say stuff. And I came across cases, like I said, I was a juvenile officer for a while, for almost 2 years. So I seen kids lie on their parents. So kids lie on their parents now. Like kids be trying to throw their parents under the mud. So the government gave kids too much power when kids feel like they can fuck up your life now. You know what I mean? So sometimes you gotta be careful with having kids because you have a kid and that kid turn on your ass. I think about that shit too. Like, damn, I got sons and shit. Like, what if these motherfuckers turn on me when they get older? That shit can happen. I got family members that turned on their fathers or turned on people when they got older, just for no reason. Just want to turn on you. I don't fuck with you like that. You know what I mean? And what can you do? That's his own person. Yeah, that person came out of you, whatever the case may be, but that's his own person. Got his own personality. Nothing you can do about it. Nowadays, there's only so much beatings you can give a kid without your ass getting in trouble. So, like, what do we do with this generation now? Like, what is the form of discipline when it comes to these kids? Speaks real facts. So, it speaks real facts about where his world and the country headed. Yeah, I gotta check that out, doggy. But I think it's because we're mindless of the future and what the future holds for our kids because we don't make a change. Yeah, facts, doggy. I just don't know what the future might hold for this generation. You know what I mean? Because this generation is different. I got a son. I got sons that's growing up in this generation. That's a part of it. And the stuff they watch, and even my young son, he has control. Like I can't. I'm at work. His mom work. Like people around him. He still could get away with watching uncensored stuff. You know what I mean? Just watch it. So kids got technology and phones and tablets. We didn't have none of that stuff. And I know I'm a lot younger than some people that's in the chat, but I didn't have none of that. I didn't have a phone until I was like in high school. Like a real phone with internet. I didn't have a phone until I was like in high school and shit like that. These kids got phones and tablets when they first born. Kids come in with tablets now. That's how the technology is taking over. You know what I mean? The kids know how to do shit that parents don't know how to do. So you want to put these kid blocks on it? Trust me, my sons know how to get past them kid blocks. Them kid blocks you want to put on the phones and the tablets. There's ways to get around it. And kids are smart nowadays. So nowadays you can't really like stop a kid from watching certain stuff. Even if you think a kid is watching something educational, pay attention closely on that YouTube shit. It's not. Hold on real fast, y'all. Facts, Dolly. That's what I was saying. Shit, I didn't have a phone until high school. My sons and them got phones and tablets and stuff like that. Is It's ridiculous, yo. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go in the office, but I might stay on live still for. I might stay on live for a minute. I gotta go run in the office real fast and grab something. Then I'm gonna come back out. But yeah, but that shit kind of like bugged me and shit like that. You feel me? It makes me. And everybody was wondering, scared about my generation. People that's in their 30s now. People was worried about my generation. Nah, it's a generation that's about 15 years younger than me. That's a generation you need to worry about. Sooner or later, somebody's gonna be our president, maybe in the next 20 years. You know what I mean? Like we gotta pay attention to who's gonna be running this world. Like this is a real subject that a lot of us need to touch base on because a lot of us got kids or you got nieces and nephews and you see what I'm saying? You got nieces and nephews and stuff, and they running around here in this world crazy. It's not left it open. Oh, man, excuse me. All right, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm still here, y'all. I'm listening back real fast. Monkey Man, salute. I'm gonna be back. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, real fast, y'all. I gotta go to the office real fast. I take something. I'm gonna leave. I gotta get my drink and something else.
Hey, if you're out there focused on handbags, I've got some calls from the other source.
Yeah, about that thing that happened yesterday, right?
Both about the same guy.
It's just one guy that's doing it, or it's a
Yeah,
bunch
it
of
was
them.
one guy.
Oh yeah.
Like I got a call from Macy's and Saks. Blue sweatshirt, head cover,
Hold on, check this out.
either a Bravo mic or a super dark coat mic.
Oh wow.
Um, so what he does is he goes in, he scouts out cameras,
Yeah.
and he like beelines the handbags, and he tries.
He tried to try to. Is that the same thing that happened with Ulysses used to talk about when they came and snatched all the stuff? It's hard to tell, right? Yeah, I know he said something about Miami and somewhere else.
2 50
Everybody hit that like button. Everybody hit that like button, hit that shit. My bronze in the building. Salute, salute, salute.
So
And I'm
that's
at
the
work,
same
y'all.
one.
I'm at work, y'all.
Because I got a call from Macy's and Saks. Normally, I only hear from one or the other. I never hear from both.
Yeah, I'm at work, y'all. Shit. What do you do, motherfuckers?
Oh shit, you recording? I'm sorry.
No, I'm not recording. I'm on my YouTube thing. Just
Okay.
playing around with it. Is Alicia's here?
I know he is. There he is. Hey, boss man.
Hold on, y'all.
Rich was telling me last night, and the call I just got reminded me. Did you hear anything about other village stores getting hit for handbags? What's up?
We getting hit, y'all. Good afternoon, everybody. Right that like button. Oh man, I'm back, y'all. If the parents fought for this generation, facts, monkey man. That's what I've been saying. We're gonna get back into some conversation real fast. I just had to go in the office, but we was talking about Ti's son. This is how this conversation started. I seen a video with Ti's son and Tiny's son, King, and how disrespectful he is to his parents. You feel me? And it's just making me look at, my kids. I got two sons, and I'm looking at their generation about, yo, these kids is really definitely disrespectful. Because I go through with my sons, and I be having talks with them and shit like that. Like, yo, y'all can't be talking like this. Like, if I would talk to my parents a certain way, I would have got my head knocked off. No, it's not all on the parents. But like, who else is the kids like teaching? Like, where's the kids teaching? Like, where they getting their teaching from? I mean, I know it's not just on the parents; it's about the environment. And like, I was talking about the social media. So YouTube, like, I got a young son that's 5 years old, right? He still be on YouTube, and I be catching him watching inappropriate shit. We're cursing, that because you got content creators that make quote unquote you got content creators that make quote unquote kids shit, right? But not every kid stuff is really for kids. They be having curse words in it. They be bleeping out curse words to make it funny. So I'm like, hold on, because I've been noticing my 5 year old son. He be saying curse words, right? And he ain't getting it from me because I don't curse around him like that. And I'm like, hold on, where's he getting these curse words from? Where is he getting this shit? So I had to go back to into his history on his YouTube. I'm like, bro, he getting this shit from YouTube, and I'm thinking that this is learning shit that he's learning because it looked like they got puppets and shit. But this ain't nothing but a bunch of grown adults playing kid roles, and they cursing, and they making the kids curse. So it's content creators that's fucking up the kids' minds. Us, like people that's on YouTube, people that do this shit for a living. You know what I mean? It's the content creators because back in the day they didn't have social media. They didn't have social media. So you're right. So you can't bring this to parent. But like when it comes to like the parent, we gotta monitor what we watch, what the kid watch. We're not monitoring the kids right because all of us are too busy. We're too busy working. You know what I mean? YouTube, whatever you're doing, we're just all too busy nowadays. You know what I mean? Where we're not focused on our kids. And I'm noticing that. Like who's seen the video with Ti's son? Anybody here seen the video with Tanya and Ti's son that just happened like a day ago? I don't got the clip, none of that, because I ain't got time to edit. I'm at work right now, but I just came across the clip yesterday. I'm like, bro, his son wilding. Like, I think T.I. had to put his son. I think T.I. had to put his hands on his son, if I'm not mistaken. Because all I heard was, I didn't see the whole video, but all I heard was T.I. said, he said something like, you can't get with me or something like that. So that means he was about to fuck his son up. So if it get that bad, then there's something wrong. His kid got some kind of trauma, and him being born, quote unquote, with a silver spoon, don't mean nothing. Because T.I. said this shit plenty of times. I whip my son, I punish him. He still acts the same way. There's nothing else I could do with him. He's a grown man now. But he's a grown man that still acts like a kid. You know what I mean? So this generation is his doom. So now I'm doing with my sons. I don't want to have grown sons that still act like they're teenagers when they're in their 20s. You know what I mean? So I see that this generation is like that because I'm around a lot of kids. I was a juvenile detention officer for 2 years. So I see a lot of kids and part of this generation, people that's about, 13, 12, you know what I mean, to about 17, 18. They're all about the same way. The way they think with this shit. So I wanted to know if anybody seen that video with T.I.'s son. Who's seen the video? She said, damn, talk to text. Oh, you try to talk text? What the parents, to a whole degree. But I also believe that it's the influence at the school, peer pressure and friends, the internet and what watch. Yeah, influence. It's definitely the influence of I would say friends, but their friends is going through the same shit that they going through too. Social media, the parents not being around. I mean, like a lot of us parents, like, because, life is so hard now where a lot of us got to work 2 jobs. So a lot of us is not home like that with the kids no more. So who's watching the kids? You know what I mean? And if you got the older sibling watching the kid, then you can't blame them. You got a 5 year old, 6 year old, and then you got a 13 year old or 12 year old watching that 6 year old because you at work. So what do you think gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? What you think gonna happen? So like I say T.I. and Tiny for his sister, right? Yeah, they're rich, right? Yeah, they're rich. But who was watching their son when they was on tour? So when T.I. was doing movies and Tiny was on tour and they both was on tour at the same time and shit, who was watching their kids? So who was watching them? Was it the grandparents? Now the grandparents are too old to watch it. Grandparents don't know too much about YouTube and shit like that, so it's easy for a kid to get over on the older person. And if you got a teenager watching a young kid, that teenager not gonna be focused on watching no 6-year-old. If that kid is 12, 13 years old, that kid gonna want to play with his friends, go out, hang out with his friends, go to the mall. So who you think is influencing these kids, man? Let's be for real, y'all. Let's be for real. Some of it's not even our fault. It's the government fault. It's the way the government placed this shit. They made shit too hard where motherfuckers gotta work 2 or 3 jobs just to live. You know what I mean? Now you got nobody to watch the kids. Now the kids run out and act crazy. That's what you get. And then the social media is fucked up. America has no. That's what I've been saying. So it's the internet. It's America did this. We did this. America, people did this shit. It's really our fault. That's the whole picture of this. It's not nobody. It's everybody's fault. It's all our faults. Why it's like this? It's people, humans. We made this life. We made shit like this. We made this. We made the internet. Everything around us. That humans. We made this shit. We're the most intelligent motherfuckers around. We made this shit. This is all our faults why the generation is fucked up. So you can't blame nobody if the world go hectic, which it already is. You can't blame nobody but ourselves. Excuse me about that, y'all. Shit. We never put fear in men. Man, nowadays, man, these kids, you can't, it ain't the old school days now, man. You can't discipline your kids no more. Can't discipline them no more, y'all. Kids talk back. When the last time, who remember talking back? And a lot of y'all in the chat are a lot older than me, right? You couldn't even say what to your parent. You couldn't say what. You say what to your mom, boom. She'll smack the shit out your ass. You can't say what. If your mom say, hey, come here. You like, for what? What you mean for what? I came your chest and you mean, man, shit, I couldn't even say nothing, especially my grandparents. When my grandparents told me to come here and I said no, or what? Like, I'm not coming here, boy, boy, shit. They would fucking belt would have crossed my face. Nowadays, the kids be wishing you hit them. My son, and I'm talking from experience too, from a young father. You know, my young sons be trying me. I be wanting to cave my little son chest the fuck in on everything. No child abuse, but I ain't gonna have no son or no kid at that think that they gonna put their hands on me. And the way T.I. son was talking, he was trying to put his hands on his parents. What the Bible say? Respect your mom and father, right? These kids don't even respect the Bible, don't respect nothing no more. They lost their morals. You know what that really means? We all lost our morals. You can't just blame the kids. Who they teachers? Who they teachers, y'all? We they teachers. Carmel, salute. How you doing, Queen? Are you getting to the bag? Salute to the queens and kings out there. Hey, Carmel, so you got kids too, right? What would you do if your kid disrespect you the way that T.I.'s son disrespected him and his wife? You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen the video. Hey, Tierra, how you doing? Salute. I know everybody has seen the video with T.I. and his son and, you know, his wife, Toddy. So what would you do in that situation when you got an adult kid now? He's an adult, you know, he's a grown man now. What is he, like 21, King? Some shit like that. But he's disrespectful when you can't tell that nigga nothing. So him being born with a silver spoon in his mouth don't mean nothing. It's just his generation is they think that they got it like that. They don't have to work hard for shit or nothing. Everything is just given to them. This generation got shit twisted on some real shit. It's windy as shit out here in Florida, y'all. Shit. The road spoiled the child. Yes, it's also right. Yeah, a lot of these kids are too damn spoiled. These kids are too damn spoiled. They think everything is just a must to give it to them. Everything is given. They don't have to work for it no more. We need to go back to the old days, old ass kickings. And I don't really believe in putting my hands on kids like that, but like I feel like that generation was getting straightened out. Now that you took that shit away, like punishments, and you know, a lot of us parents that's a little younger, you know, what I mean, that got kids, you know, a lot of us became softer. Like me, like when I had kids, I'm like, I'm never gonna beat my kid. Man, my son be acting crazy in school, man. I be tearing that ass up now. I don't give a fuck. I be tearing that ass up. Old school shit. I ain't gonna have my son disrespect his teacher or the kids and bully kids around. Hell nah. That's why we need to go back to old ass kickings. Old ass kickings from our grandparents and parents. You know what I mean? Then our generation, the people that just having kids, I feel like it's our generation too that's fucking up. Because we letting kids get away with too much shit. Because we like, you know what? When I have a kid, I'm not gonna treat my kid like my parents did. Of course not. You always want to be a better parent. As the cycle goes, right? But you don't want to have a kid that's gonna mistreat you when you gotta sleep with one eye open. Who want to have a kid like that when you worried about your own kid? You worried that your own kid gonna hurt you. You know, what I mean, this some Jerry Springer Maury type shit now. In real life that's going on. You know what I mean? No gimmick, no nothing. This shit really happened in households. Like I said again, I was a juvenile detention officer for 2 years. I seen kids lie with their parents every day. We had a kid that was locked up. Check this out, y'all. Check this out, y'all. Check this out. Hold on, I logged out. Check this out, y'all. We had a kid that tried to light his mom on fire. We had like a 10-year-old kid in there that tried to light his mom on fire. He tried to burn her alive. Shit is crazy, man. Fuck wrong with this damn motherfucking generation, man. Facts, Carmel. Discipline at a young age. You know, I always say get with the kid while they're young, before they can talk. You know what I mean? Don't do this, no. Don't touch that, no. You know what I mean? And a lot of us don't want to hit the kid. No, don't hit him. Don't do this. I'm like, man, get the fuck up out of here. If you don't do it now, when that kid turns like 6 years old, you're gonna have a problem. And some parents don't want to, some parents don't want to agree with that. I don't agree with hitting my kid. And I bet your kid, if you say something bad to your kid gonna knock your ass out. Because that kid got no fear. You put no fear. I don't give a fuck. You gotta put some fear in your kids. You gotta put some fear in your kids a little bit. Or they're gonna try you. Then you're gonna have a hard life trying to raise a kid that don't respect you, y'all. So all this is going off with the video I seen with T.I. and Tiny and their son, King. You know what I mean? And T.I. been saying this for years, that he been having a problem with King for years. Even when King was a little kid, he had problems with him. You know what I mean? Some people just have it in their blood to be bad. Don't matter how they was born, if they was born rich, poor, some people just have it in their blood. T.I. just happens to have a son that don't care about being rich. He said it in that live. Like, nigga, I wanted to do this. I wanted to be in the street. I didn't give a fuck about being in no house, but I wanted to be in the street. Some people got that mentality. You feel me? It looks like T.I.'s son was around goons. Because check out his Instagram, check out the friends he hang with. T.I.'s son, he's addicted to the hood life. For some reason, he liked that shit. No matter how much T.I. and Tiny tried to like shield him from that shit, that's what he adapted to. He liked that hood shit. He liked that shit. He liked smoking, carrying guns, all that shit. Hanging with thugs and sell drugs. That's what he liked. That's the wrong move for a nigga that got rich parents. But that's the people he was around. And you gotta look who his dad is. His dad, T.I. T.I. talk about selling drugs and trapping and shit like that. You dig? So I know T.I. got gangsters around him. Like I said, when T.I. and Tiny was on tour, who was watching their kids? You know what I mean? Like, be honest. Like, who was watching their kids? They wouldn't be acting that way if he had the right guidance to watch him. He didn't have good guidance. He probably had a bunch of goon niggas watching him, or he had an old grandparent that knew nothing about social media, and social media takes over. You know what I mean? Like me, I like to have these talks, y'all. I like to have these real talks. Like, this is a real talk about what's going on in the generation. If you got kids, a nephew, a niece, then you might can relate. You know what I mean? A lot of people I be hearing be talking about, in the comments. I was reading the comments in that video, like, yo, this generation is getting out of control. There's no respect for parents nowadays, nothing at all. There's none. The respect has been cutting off years ago. Social media took over. Government made laws where you can't beat your kids like that. You know what I mean? So the kids will get out of control. You know what I mean? You get what you reap. You know what I mean? You get what you put out. That's how it goes. Thanks for Dolly putting everybody's chat in there, everybody's links in the chat. I appreciate that, Dolly. Too much screen time. That's what it is. Too much. Everything is YouTube. Everything. Everything. You got to be on YouTube. You have to. Like, that's just what it is when it comes to social media shit. And you can't even, like, it's too much. Like, it's hard for you to be watching your kids and working and doing this and that and the third. It's hard to do all that shit, y'all. It definitely is. It's a lot of shit going on this generation. So I just wish this generation well because they're gonna be guiding us when we get old. When we get old and older, no matter how old you is now, when you get older and I get older, you know what I mean? The younger generation is gonna be guiding us. So we gotta make sure that they're on the right path. I don't want to have a fucked up ass president. We already got fucked up ass presidents like that. Like how worse can it get? Shit. Well, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. That's facts. From what I was saying, it has to do with the parents, the household, who watches the kids. Even if you don't have time to watch your kids, who are you giving that authority to watch your kids? You gotta have the right people around your kids. People who have the wrong influences around your kids, and you get mad your kids don't come out right. You don't got the right influences around them. How fucking you get mad? Let's say white boy lockdown radio. Make sure to subscribe to the lovely husband and wife you the duo. Okay, yeah, what's up to him? I think I seen him on your page, Dolly. So I'll show him some love, some respect. Everybody hit that like button, that share button. You know, everybody on here should be subbed to everybody. So I don't have to keep saying it. You know what I mean? All my moderators, everybody should be, subbed to everybody. But I just wanted to hop on here, just, quick conversation for a quick second. Like I said, I'm gonna start putting my shout out to y'all sniffer, y'all. It's motherfucking. It's cold as hell, and I'm in Florida too. It's cold as hell over here today in Florida. I haven't been this cold since I've been in Jersey, boy. And it's like 50 degrees. It feel cold as hell because I'm by the water. This shit be hitting different. Got my nose running like a mug. But you know me, y'all. I like to just come and have good conversations with good people, y'all. That's all I like to do. This would have been a good conversation to open up my panel, but niggas be acting scared and shit don't hop on. So I never open up my panel because people be acting a little scary and shit. I put the T up here, but I ain't gonna stay on too long because I ain't gonna open it. I was gonna open up the panel, but fuck it, I ain't. What up, Mark? Salute. Yeah, man. We've been talking about a lot of shit, Mark. Most of these kids, mostly kids, this generation taking over. I'm talking about the TI shit. Man, hell yeah. Even over here, it's cold as hell in Florida. Especially when that shit come off that water, come off that ocean over here, because I'm like right by the water. I was like straight the water. Water's like right over there. That shit cold as shit. Yeah, man. Mark, salute. Everybody go sub to Mark. Everybody go sub to John, Mark, Dolly. Everybody go sub to Bronze, Carmel. Low Keys, Tierra Latrice, Monkey Man. You know what I mean? Everybody go sub Tone. Make sure everybody get their subs and shit, man. You know how we rock on this platform. Good conversations with good people. Hey, lady, what's up with it? Salute. Yeah, we was having a good conversation too, lady. You know what I mean? I could probably get back into it a little bit, but my phone is dying. We was talking about the whole Ti situation, lady, with Ti's son, and Ti and Tiny's son, how he's disrespecting him on his live, and how he pretty much got into a fight with his dad and shit like that, and how disrespectful this generation is. I know y'all got kids, and let me know like, you know what I mean, like disrespect. Do you believe in punishment? Do you believe in disciplining your kids, like meaning like whippings? You know what I mean? So that's why I want some to chat. So y'all still believe in whippings, or is that too old school for y'all? I'm good, lady. I'm just at work right now. I'm just outside. And it's motherfucking cold. Colder than Florida, y'all. It's cold in Florida, y'all. It's cold as hell out here. Everybody go self the federal lady in the building. Yes, I'm going to rewind it back. Yeah, that's a touchy circle because yeah, we talk about a lot about that. Like the generation is getting out of control, y'all. It just is. It's just social media is taking over. Kids, their influences is messed up. You know what I mean? No matter where they live at. Like my sons, I live in Florida. I'm from Jersey. You know what I mean? From the hood, compared to like where I'm at now in Florida. Nigga, I'm from the trenches. My kids ain't got to deal with what I dealt with and shit like that. Like, by living by the projects and you know what I mean, living just in a gang environment and shit like that. Come from Jersey, you know what I mean, Illtown. You know what I mean? Naughty by nature type shit. North New Jersey, Elizabeth, New Jersey. I come from like the them north, them big states in Jersey that's known. You know, my kids ain't got to worry about that shit. They from some little country ass places down here. They still got bad influences around here. There's still kids down here that be blowing motherfuckers' heads off down here in Florida. Still be selling drugs. You can't get away from nothing. No matter, you could go in the damn boondocks. You could go in the boondocks. Your kids still gonna have a bad influence. As long as they got a damn phone and shit. As long as your kids got social media, you can put them somewhere in a cave. Them motherfuckers still gonna act crazy. Shit. That's how fucked up everything is getting, y'all. God damn. It's cold as a bitch. It's cold as a bitch. And I don't like using that B word because I don't like to call women that, man. Y'all queens. Y'all know when I acknowledge people as kings and queens, you know what I mean? That's all it's gonna be. Yeah, definitely reminded back. Lady was having a good conversation. Jersey make a poll from on forgot you at work. Yeah, I'm at work. How you make a poll too? How you make a poll? Anybody know how to make a poll? I don't think I can do it from my phone. I've been actually learning. I actually was trying to look at how to make a poll. I know how to make a fake poll, but not like a real poll. Like I need to know how to make a real poll. Anybody know how to make a real poll? Or if you don't, can you? Anybody can research that. Let me know when you get a chance. Because I've been like, I don't know if I can only do that from my computer, but I've been looking at how to make a poll. And it's cold as shit out here. I was about to light something up. I'm at work though. It's cold as shit though. Damn, it's cold as a motherfucker out here. I feel like I'm back up north. What's shaking though? Let's see, what you say, lady? Yes, but these celebrities never got it out the mud to be able to understand the real respect. They grew up with silver spoons in the mud. That's why he was. That's what Ti was telling his son. Like you grew up, you never had a roach crawl on your face, and he was like, "No, I never did it." But like for some reason, his son is addicted to the street life. That nigga grew up with a silver spoon in his life. And his whole life, he grew up with a silver spoon. His mom was already rich. Ti was already rich when they got together. He had his ass, nigga. You didn't grew up in the trenches, nigga, on some real stuff, and you got a nerve to come at your mom and dad that tried to shield you from that stuff. You got no respect, little homie. No respect in my eyes when it comes to that shit. Well, the problem is he wants to be his own person. He don't like the fact that Pops is still in charge and you'll always be popular. Facts, lady. Because it's like he got that mentality. He want to be the king. That should never name his ass king. They get that motherfucker the wrong name and shit. And his name King. If I'm getting, hopefully I ain't getting the sons confused. I know he got like 4 or 5 sons, some shit like that. But I think that's King ass, right? I think that's King and shit like that. Motherfucking snow looking nigga and shit. That nigga motherfucking light as a motherfucker. He lighter than his mom. Shit. These celebrities and shit don't know nothing what they doing either. Bad influences. You know what I mean? Your dad is Tip, nigga. That nigga just he used to rap about selling drugs and shit, trapping and shit, man. Like shit. I mean, like when you look up to people like that, you like, yeah, I grew up like this, but my dad a goon. It's the same shit you used to hear with and Romeo and Master P, right? Romeo ain't never really come off too crazy. He's one of those celebrities that grew up a goon. And Master P and No Limit, those a bunch of goon niggas. You know what I mean? Goons. You don't see like Romeo and his brothers acting crazy. Master P got 2 sons that got a chance to go to the NBA. If nobody don't know that, Master P got 2 sons that's one is in college and one is on the earth or going to college. And they both good enough to make it to the NBA. You know what I mean? I don't see nobody giving Master P no props like that. Nobody giving Master P props for raising kids. Yeah, he got a daughter that passed away. Like I said, look at Master P. Don't forget, Master P had a daughter that just passed away not too long ago from a drug overdose. So like sometimes I feel like it's a curse too to be born with a silver spoon because now you got the money to do it now. You got the resources to go out and get the drugs and do this stuff. If you was broke, you ain't really you've been harder to get it. Now your parents are so rich and you got your own credit cards and shit like that. It's easy for you to get a hold of any drug and anything you want to get a hold of. So these kids got access to much shit. So the kids that's quote unquote built, like got a silver spoon in their mouth, they have too much access to shit. It's too much money for a young nigga or a young chick. It's too much money. It's way too much money. They don't know how to handle it. Yeah, I think he's King. Yeah, hopefully that's his name, King. He got a couple of sons, shit like that. I know his other son that's not King. Yeah, I think that's King. Yeah, I think that's King and shit. The like, real, look like he half white and some shit. Hey yo, yeah, I fuck with Master P, yo. Real talk. And Nipsey was a big, study of Master P. He told Nipsey a lot of shit, how to get to the bag and everything. So I respect him a lot. I know him and Romeo had a falling out for a little bit, but I'm glad that they worked out their differences because Master P is one of those people I look up to. Him and Ice Cube. Him and Ice Cube. You don't see nobody talk about Ice Cube and his sons. You know what I mean? Ice Cube got a bunch of kids that's making it, that never got in trouble. You know what I mean? I don't see nobody talk about B.I.G.'s son, B.I.G. his son and his daughter, they making power moves. I follow both of them. You know what I mean? So a lot of celebrities that kids is doing good, but you got these knuckleheads celebrities that just want to be in the streets. Like a King, for some reason, he one of them niggas. And I'm seeing that, that it's his influence that was around him. You know what I mean? Maybe Tip and Tiny had drug dealers around that nigga. Don't know. That's their household. I don't know. I'm just saying how he's acting now as a young man, as a young grown man, how he's disrespecting his parents. People that gave him a quote unquote silver spoon. This is how he repays them back with disrespecting them. Cursing them out on live. Making sure people see him doing it too for attention. Like what the fuck? All this for attention. All this for attention, y'all. Shit is crazy. But everybody hit that like button, hit that share button. Like I said, this was a quick ass live, a real quick ass live. I actually might go back live again sometime today. But if y'all on the party line, go to Big Nina Boy got game. Go to No Cut TV. Go fuck with everybody. I know it's a little tension between sectors, but fuck all that, man. We stronger together. You know how we do. But you gonna rock with who you rock with. You know what I mean? You can't make somebody be cool with somebody because you cool with them. It don't work that way in life. You dig? But on that note, YouTube fam, I appreciate everybody that showed some love to your boy. I really appreciate it. Hit that like button, that share button. Hopefully all my moderators is sub to one another. If you're not, please show some love to somebody else's platform. You never know. You might like it, you might not. But hit that like button anyway. Tell them that Jersey Rich sent you. You dig what I'm saying, y'all? So if everybody have a blessed rest of your day, you did. I'm gonna catch you on the next video. Appreciate everybody show some love. Hood fellas. Yeah, salute to hood fellas out there. Yeah, I'm working right now and I have a few minutes to sneak. Yeah, I appreciate you popping through, lady. You always welcome to come through here. Everybody, I'll love to build my crowd up. And if you got anything you want to promote, a channel or brand, somebody that got music, push them my way, man. I'm trying to build, I'm trying to work together. Let's get to this bag, y'all. So I appreciate all my family over here. Like I said, YouTube, y'all my family, man. YouTube fam. That's how I always start this off. So I appreciate everybody, Carmen. I hope you're having a blessed day, lady. Dolly, Ja, Bronze, everybody, man. I like to give everybody a shout outs. Mark, Bronze, lady, Dolly, Tierra, everybody that shows some love. If I miss you, Monkey Man, Tone, everybody show some love. It won't let me go way up to my comments though, but everybody show some love to me. It's love back. And I'm gonna catch you on the next video, YouTube. Woof, we out.